Hello folks, my name is Tolinar and I am an Overlord, and this game is not gonna go very well. I'm experimenting with the Kleptomancy rune in this particular game, and it is not well suited to Yorick at all, like, period. So off we go into the wild blue yonder, fail horribly. It's not that Draven helps the situation out any.
30 seconds to minion spawn.
Great. So I've got some of these minion dematerializers. I wanted to see how useful they are. Turns out they're very handy for trolling your ADC as you steal siege minions out from under him with full health and just yank them away. He's not too cheerful about that. It does proc your support item if you have a charge available, and if you don't, well, sucks to be him. It's fine though. This guy was pretty sucked to me too. You'll see. Alright, so I tanked the buff because why not? Now keep a close eye on my inventory in the bottom left corner of the screen. I know the interface is a little small to read, but I'm going to be collecting little bits of junk as I play through this lane. Morgana is a very hard matchup for Yorick if he can't control Morgana's Q shots. And this Draven has no intention of controlling the Morgana. So I take some quick damage, and Draven doesn't really care that Morgana is restricted down here and can't run away. He's just gonna stand up there and do fuck all. So yeah, we snared each other, we stared at each other, game goes on. Great. Real fucking miracle. I don't hook anybody. Draven just keeps farming because fuck his ass. He gets rooted, so I slow, apply the debuffs, take one last shot at you, take a few more shots at you, and die, while Draven sits back farming because he is a fuckwad. Draven believes that the entire universe revolves around Draven, which might be in character, but makes for a really awful ADC. So, fuck him. I teleport back to lane, and I am already unhappy with this bitch. I'm officially clear to do whatever the hell I want. So I got my first biscuit of everlasting will, whatever that means. You're not getting much. Drop a ward on her, miss. Okay. Just walk up and get it. And I'm still hanging on to my minion dematerializers. I ate one of my cookies. Now, in order to proc Kleptomancy, I first have to cast a spell and then make an auto attack. Certain champions like Nami, this is very easily done. Other champions, not so much. So I hem off Caitlyn, and I get an item, and it's a shitty ward. Hooray. Go ahead and apply the shitty ward over there. Good for me. Alright. I might as well try a minion dematerializer here in a minute. I get a catch. Draven is going to go ahead and go on in. He will flash for it and get beaten by a heal. And his punk ass will die. Too bad. I'll root that and just miss it. Because why? Because that's League for you. League of Draven, Mr. Selfish Asshole, just can't work together with me well enough for either of us to survive. Okay, we're off. I am here BMing him for being awful, because he is awful. It's bad enough that he has been focusing almost exclusively on the minions, but it's even worse that he has 16 CS after focusing exclusively on the minions. 5 of those were from me. So yeah, fuck him. Go ahead and use the minion dematerializer there. Real nifty. Got a mana potion. This is an item that I have always missed. I've loved them basically ever since they were available, but they went away. This is the sort of thing that if I was playing Nami, I would probably run Kleptomancy just on the off chance that I would get mana potions. There's got to be more efficient things to do, but I want that completely missed there. Just zone it out. Alright. So Draven is being stupid as hell. He's decided to ward blue. And as a result, his creep score falls even further behind. Finally returns to the lane. It does nothing about the Morgana, who suddenly has to run back to her own side. No gold for you, Draven. You're awful. 13 to 37, and Caitlyn has 50. So yeah. Miss it, but I go ahead and call the ghouls anyways. This time I managed to catch it. Instead of going in, Draven does weird shit. He gets stove, he gets dead, I just walk away. What the hell were you doing? Did you somehow forget that Morgana had Dark Binding? Did you forget which button was the attack button? What exactly led to this particular failure? At this point, I'm having to kite in order to position myself safely against this Morgana. I'm using torpedo motion to make it very difficult to fire on me. I'll explain what that is in another video. I'm not last hitting for shit, so that sucks. I just use a minion dissolve to go ahead and claim that siege minion all for myself, because I don't want him to have any of them. Thought Morgana might be in this brush, and I wanted to wall her off if she was, but she wasn't. And now I know where she's at. She's spamming her skills trying to keep me from recalling. But I really don't want to be here, so off I go. We've got 28 and 49 to 61. We've managed to hold this to a 300k gold lead despite them getting 4 kills. Mainly because I'm so adamant about farming myself. Draven slips out, and we are looking for it. This Draven, of course, is in his own little world, so he is completely ignoring the fact that I now have Maiden available. And if he would just stop fucking pushing the lane, then I would be able to kill them with Maiden. But he doesn't stop pushing the lane. He continues attacking the minions as quickly as he can, because he's a fucking Draven. And Dravens don't use their brains. All at once, they realize that a terrible mistake was made, trying to fight me with the Maiden. I managed to catch one of them, slam the other one a couple of times, and here we go for the big siege, and Draven leaves. Because why? Because Draven is a fuckwad. So as I start in for the siege, and I'm trying desperately to wrangle this Caitlyn, Maiden gets blown up, and Draven is fucking off somewhere. He's doing some jungle shit, because that's what's important. The worst part is, all this crazy jungle shit is actually going to net Draven a whole bunch of kills. Every now and then, getting way too heroic for your own good actually pans out. So Draven gets 2 kills for his death. And as a result, he's going to start scaling up. He's going to be even more ham-bone. And he's going to be even stupider. And he'll actually win the game like this. Chasing down stupid-ass kills and letting other people do the menial work of winning the game. In fact, it's so bad that now that you've seen what the Kleptomancy room does and how boring it is and how it's really not a good fit on Yorick because I haven't been doing any damage or recovering any health, let's just skip to the end of this mess. So here I am farming. Draven wanders off because he's a dickwad, so I push the turret alone. He's continuing to do stuff on his own. I catch Morgana. Draven's not around, so who gives a fuck? I get caught and killed because Draven's not around. Come on down, I destroy the turret. Then I leave. I decide to wander around and just farm for the rest of the game. So here I go, farming in the mid, trying to assist, farming on the bot lane. Yay, monsters! Woo, yay. Put some real hurt on the Caitlyn. Come back and do it again. Just keep harassing. As the fight comes, I just get away from it. Nope, not doing it.
Rampage.
I send the Maiden down to the top lane until Kled shows up. And then, I teleport to the Maiden. I smash the turret and go home. There I go, goofing around. I don't really care what I'm doing. Decide to take the blue from my team. Gonna take the enemy's red. Now I've got double buff, so I'm goofing around. Looking for a good shot. I don't get much, so I wander away. Smash the mid turret. Smash the mid inhibitor. I promoted a minion. I'm using the frickin' banner of command. And I get deleted by the enemy team. Teleport in, smash it, it's over. Yeah, pretty boring shit. Thanks for watching, I guess. Sorry it wasn't very good.